now it's breakfast with the Thomases, the ultimate prize. Mental wellness Monday, work it out Wednesday, pay it forward Friday, we'll season the day. Digital finance, unlearning a love, serving food to what those two, rising as a beat and it, Eastern on P2G TV. Breakfast with the Thomases, come eat with me.
All right, Grand Rising, everybody. Welcome to Mental Wellness Monday. It is breakfast with the Thomases. Well, right now it's with the Thomas because I don't know where Mr. Thomas is right now. He's getting himself ready, you know, techie teching. For some odd reason, Monday morning is just a weird tech day. All right. So we're going to let everybody get up in the house, do what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get ready to trip into the, I guess, the information age. We have some content to share and some conversations to have around what's going down. All right. So let me just see, because I got to pull this up. Mr. Thomas did not get to drop the programming for today. So I will pull it up because I know that brother be doing his thing. Oh, boy. Today's conversation is, though, we did talk about what we're going to talk about. Now, letting you know, we do not in any way endorse or support any of what it is that this is not our personal opinion. This is information. We are not making any recommendations. This platform does not provide financial advice in any way. Commentary. People have asked me questions like, well, what do you think about SpaceX before it went kaplunk and took everybody's income with it? Just letting y'all know. We have commentary. We have ways that we feel that has nothing to do with what you do with your money or your lifestyle or what have you. Let me just make sure everybody's in the space that they need to be. All right, cool. We got y'all know we doing multi-platforms. I just want to make sure everybody's up. If his is not up, I got to be up. You know what we say, Cal. So Grand Rising and welcome everybody. Don't forget to drop a message, drop a line, and I want you to remember to always comment, like, subscribe, and definitely hit that bell so you can get notified when this show is taking place and it comes up for you instantly. All right. On that note, I want to just share a little bit of something. Let me just get this in the space. I want to have the video information up front so we can go straight into the discussion. Honey, I'm gonna tell you. Actually, I ain't telling you nothing. You're going to find out for yourself.
Look, every single bank in America is staring down something genuinely terrifying right now. And I'm not talking about another housing crisis or some crypto bro meltdown, though God knows we've had enough of those. I'm talking about a fundamental shift in where Americans keep their money, trillions of dollars, just walking out the door of traditional banks like they just realized there's a Costco sample station across the street. The catalyst here isn't the Strait of Hormuz, rate cuts, or pumped up AI stocks. It's Elon Musk. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Of course it is. That man is either saving civilization or destroying it, depending on which tweet you read. But this isn't about Tesla share buybacks. It's not about the SpaceX IPO. It's not even about whatever the hell is happening with his robots building robots. No, this is about something he's been working on in the background that nobody is paying attention to. You see, your bank is paying you almost nothing. The average is 0.38% interest on a savings account right now. And the richest man on earth just noticed. So while the internet has been immersed in everything Elon the last few weeks, he quietly flipped a switch and launched a bank. 6% on your savings. Roughly 15 times what the big bank down the street pays you. Sitting inside an app 600 million people already have open on their phone. Oh, and there's more. 3% cash back on purchases. FDIC insured up to $250,000. He's basically beating banks at their own game while reposting memes 15 times a day. And he's not being shy about the ambition. In his own words, he wants X money to be, and I quote, the place where all the money is, the central source of all monetary transactions. All of it. Every transfer, every paycheck, every bill living inside the app. And that's not a side project. That's a loaded gun pointed at every bank in America, including yours. So let me show you exactly what he built, why Washington is already very nervous about it, and the one question you need to answer before you get anywhere near it. And here's my promise for the next few minutes. I'm not going to tell you to move your money to Elon. I'm just a U.S. Marine who buys houses. I'm not an economist, but I can read and Google past page 2 because that's all that's needed to start collecting dots and then connecting them. And the dots say this was never really about a savings account. It's about what happens to your bank, your deposit, and the number on your statement the day the richest man alive decides the banking business is just too easy to leave alone. Let's start with what's actually sitting in the app. It's called X Money. Same X you already know, the one that used to be Twitter. Earlier this year, it quietly went from a place you argue about politics to a place that holds your cash. 6% annual yield, a metal Visa debit card with your name laser etched into it, 3% back on what you spend. Send money to anyone on the platform instantly, and your deposits up to $250,000 are FDIC insured. Now that last part has an asterisk, and I'm coming back to it because the asterisk is the whole ballgame. But I noticed something the second I saw that 6%. The number is real. The comparison is the magic trick. 6% is about 15 times the national average, and next to Chase or Wells Fargo paying you a rounding error, it looks like a miracle. But hold it up next to a plain online savings account like a SoFi or a CIT or a Wealthfront. And I have a link below in the description to the top 10 high-yield savings accounts that are already paying 4 to 4.5%. And so the honest version is this. It's a mountain more than your big bank. It's a little bit more than what the smart money already gets. And you can take a look at that list when we're done here. And there is more in the fine print here because there's always more in the fine print, right? Early reports say that 6% isn't just sitting there for anybody. To get the headline rate, you may have to route your whole paycheck in as a direct deposit, the same hoop the cashback cards make you jump through for their good number. And that might be a big deal for you, but maybe not. The 6% might be worth it to rearrange some stuff. And the full rule book, the plain disclosure every bank has to hand you before you open an account, hadn't even been published as of this recording. So you'd be wiring your life savings toward a 6% that's real, variable, and not fully spelled out, run by an app whose customer service is famously a black hole. That's not a no, that's just a read every single word first. And here's where it stops being a savings account and starts actually being a weapon. Your local bank pays you next to nothing for one reason. It can. Where else are you gonna go? Switching banks means new checks, new direct deposits, relinking every bill, a Saturday afternoon you'll never get back. They're not paying for your money. They're paying for your inertia. Now, picture an app that's already open on 600 million phones. No branches to keep lit, no tellers, no marble lobby, just code. When your cost to run a bank falls to almost nothing, you can hand the difference to the customer and still come out ahead. That's the move. And it points straight at the one thing every bank in America is built on, your deposit, just sitting there, cheap. The word the suits use is sticky. Your money is supposed to be sticky, hard to move. Elon just made it slippery. Multiply that by a few million people who finally got tired of 0.4%, and you don't have a fintech. You have a slow motion bank run with a debit card and a cashback program. That's the loaded gun. And it isn't pointed at Wall Street's penthouse. It's pointed at the regional bank on your corner, the one holding your mortgage, your neighbor's small business loan, the whole street. And here's the part I can't prove, but I'll tell you what I think is going on. When deposits walk out of small banks, those banks don't just shrug. They pull back. They lend less. The loan your kid needed for a first house, the line of credit keeping the hardware store down the block alive, that's what tightens when the money quietly slides into one billionaire's app. We've watched smaller banks wobble every time cash moved fast in this country. Nobody rings a bell when it starts. So the question stops being, ooh, 6%, and turns into something you say out loud at the dinner table. Here's the line I want you to text your spouse right now. The richest man on earth is now paying 15 times my bank, and my bank can't fight back. Sit with that for a second, because it tells you exactly how little your loyalty was ever worth to them. Now, why is Washington suddenly paying attention to your savings account? In April, Senator Elizabeth Warren sent Elon a letter 13 questions, and she didn't dance around it. She wrote that if X money runs the way X has run, then her words, consumers, national security, and the stability of the financial system could be at risk. Gave him a deadline to answer. And look, whatever you think of Warren, the questions underneath are the right ones. Number one, who is actually holding your money? Because Elon's app isn't the bank. The deposits sit at a partner called Cross River Bank. And Cross River has been hit by federal regulators twice, once in 2018, once in 2023, for unsafe and unsound practices. That's not a tweet. That's the FDIC's own paperwork. And to be fair, all banks seem to have a run-in with the FDIC at some point. Hello, Wells Fargo. Number two, there's a carve-out in a new law, the Genius Act, that a company like X could drive a truck through, doing bank-like things without all the bank-like rules. And the federal watchdog that's supposed to police exactly this kind of product, its budget got gutted last year. So the cop got sent home right as the biggest new player in the country walked onto the field. That's the receipt. Washington isn't nervous because Elon's too small to matter. They're nervous because he's too big, moving too fast through a door somebody left wide open. So what do you actually do with all of this? Well, 3 moves, and none of them need Elon's permission. Move 1, separate the signal from the sales pitch. The 6% is real, but it's a variable rate, which means it can drop the morning after you move your money in, and nobody owes you a phone call when it does, just like your own bank probably operates right now. Treat the number as marketing, not a promise. Move 2, always know where your money actually sleeps. With any of these app banks, your cash isn't at the app. It's parked at a partner bank behind it. FDIC insurance covers that bank going under. It does not cover the app or the plumbing in the middle freezing up. Ask the folks who used an app called Yada. When the company in the middle collapsed, real people were locked out of real savings for months. The money insured the entire time. The insured, though, doesn't mean it's reachable on a Tuesday. Move 3, and this is the one that actually matters. Use this as your kick in the pants, not your leap of faith. You do not need a billionaire to stop earning 0.4%. Open a real high-yield savings account in your own name, or buy a short treasury bill straight from the government, and you're sitting at 4.5, FDIC direct, or backed by Uncle Sam himself. No app required. If you don't know where to start, I did put that list of the top 10 high-yield savings accounts down below in the description. Let Elon's venture be the reason you finally move. Just don't let it be the place you move to. Not yet. I mean, Elon's not a villain, and he's not a savior. I mean, I guess depending on who you talk to, there's a big maybe next to both of those. But I'm sharing this with you because for 40 years, the deal was simple and quiet. You be responsible, you save, you stay loyal, and the bank takes your money, pays you nothing, and counts on you being too busy to notice. That number on your statement was never an accident. It was the whole business model. Your patience was the product. And the second somebody with 600 million users pointed it out, the whole thing got nervous. The banks, the senators, all of it. That should tell you something. The system was never built to reward the careful saver. It was built to keep you exactly where you are. So here are your 2 plays. Play number 1, you go about your business. You let the headline just kind of wash over you. You leave the money where it's always been, and you keep accepting the tip they hand you for a lifetime of doing everything right. Play 2, you look down at your own statement, at the actual number, and you decide today's the day it changes. Not by chasing a billionaire's app, by taking 10 minutes to make your own money work as hard for you as you do for it. As I record this, Elon Musk's X Money has launched for limited external beta testing and early access users, but it is not yet live worldwide for the general public. A formal, full-scale public launch date has not yet been officially announced. But now you know the whole story. You connected the dots and you're going forward eyes wide open. But knowing the move and actually making it stick are 2 different animals, because if you're anything like me, you've decided to get your money organized about 9 times already. You start strong, life happens, 3 weeks later, you're right back where you were, a little more tired, a little more annoyed at yourself. That's not because you're lazy. It's because nobody ever handed you a system simple enough to survive a real life with real bills and a real calendar. So that's exactly why I pulled this next one out here for you to watch next. It's the actual setup I use to make sure the money lands where it's supposed to. The one small change that finally made it automatic for me after years of white knuckling a budget. I'll walk you through how it works, how simple it is, starting with as little as $10 a week. And the little friction.
I can't, man. Ooh, man.
The game is on.
Thank you. Oh my God. He said everything I was thinking. Okay.
Let me say this. First of all, Grand Rising.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you, you know, growing up, you would make jokes about, they would teach you about how to reconcile your accounts.
Okay, hold on a second, because we want to make sure we don't gloss over this.
Right.
One, I want to say, guys, want to say thank you, and I give homage to all our YouTube creators that we utilize the messages they share. This stuff is not proprietary. We want you to share your opinion and your point of view. So I want to make sure we're very clear. We give much love to Ethic Real Estate. That's the name of the platform. That's the gentleman. He's got 303K subscribers and his own program. Y'all know we all about the education. We are not gatekeepers. We do not hold you to P2G. But if you come to P2G, you're going to get some new resources, meet some new points of view that change exactly how you step and how you move. And I want to say, just like I said, Epic Real Estate, that was fire. And we about to go, let's go blow this up. Let's go blow this up, y'all. Come on, it's time.
The 4th of July is right around the corner, and we're already getting explosion.
You know that. You know that.
And one of the things I want you guys to really understand is that, not even understand, I want you to look at what's being said.
Okay, before you jump in, you ain't even say hello.
I did say hello.
You did not say hello.
My wife wants me to say hello again. Grand Rising, y'all, what's happening? Glad to have you in this space.
Yes.
But I'm so blown away. And this wasn't something I went researching with. This is something that turned up on my, what do you call it, your feed?
The algorithm.
And I'm like, wait a minute, hold on.
You have to know what the plays are, what's really going down. And that's one of the things that we really focus on here at P2G. Learning to see the truth through the headlines, through the hype. A lot of y'all got scared through a bunch of this new moves the government was making around crypto. So some of y'all was like, I gotta get out of crypto. And some of y'all aren't even willing to get into it because aren't there this and aren't there that? But you haven't read the rules. You don't understand. Wealthy people are not getting rid of billion-dollar accounts.
No, they're not.
You get what I'm saying? They're not getting regulated to that. They're getting prepared, and statistic and status is getting corrected in that stage. You know what I'm saying? And people think I'm joking. Really, that's what's just going on. They changing their status so it fits what they got to get to keep their profits. And that's what you need to be learning how to do.
No, Go ahead. I'm looking right now. I just glanced over at one of the lines inside our YouTube. So it says, that's money for SpaceX. And I'm not saying it.
No, I'm going to be really honest. Can I tell him?
But I'm going
wait. Tell him. All right, cool.
That was go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. So I'm getting excited. You know why? Because I knew this. One Ponzi scheme pays for another. I've actually seen it happen.
Yes, indeed.
I've seen billionaires go in and start a hype program with all the keywords, everything. Get those people. First, you just need, now y'all watch this happen. First time Elon Musk pulled this, it was Doge, right?
Yep.
He said, whoo, let's get y'all looking at everything else. Everything. Come on now, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Check me in the news, and he became the hottest thing for a while in the news. Ask you before Doge how often you saw Elon Musk in the news.
Never.
No, you did. But it was not as much. It is a system. And if you can recognize the system, you don't get caught in the hype. And the fact is, to let you know right now, from project to project, all he's doing is fundraising. Y'all better recognize that.
Yeah.
This man is consistently fundraising. That's all he's doing. And it's not for SpaceX. SpaceX is another fundraiser. SpaceX, don't get me wrong, because that exists. The program exists. But he needs more than he has. Y'all get that? If companies like BlackRock, and I want y'all to look up BlackRock. major banking and financial institution can literally hold their investors' money when stuff starts hitting the fan and tell them, we'll get back to you.
That's called a lock. They put a lock.
We'll get back to you. What do you think this man could do with your little bitty money stuck in an app?
You know,
your only access, you don't have access to the bank in the background. You have access to the app. And like he said, I thought it was cool. The gentleman said, he goes, yes, whose customer service
is mute.
No, it's basically what do you call a technical void.
Mute.
Yeah, because it's all AI. You don't have a human being. There's no customer service for X. Anybody try to get something done on X? The only thing you can get done on X is you can effectively complain about people in their feed and show other people. That's it. You can't get X to do anything for you.
So how is it that?
But you gonna put your whole paycheck every week in there?
Oh man, that is crazy.
Oh my God.
But not only that you can put your whole paycheck in, you're going to shift your whole financial future on a marketing move.
That is what he did with X.
That's a marketing move.
That is what he did with X. He did it with Tesla. People ran to Tesla. He did it with Doge. People ran to Doge. Every time Elon Musk, and I can tell y'all, a bunch of people bought Doge. They're like, I ain't making no money with Doge. I lost money. The money went down because you chased hype instead of facts. Instead of knowing what was going on or seeking that first, you chased the hype. You didn't want to lose. The billionaire I actually follow has a game plan for what we do. I love Robert Kiyosaki. You know why? Because I haven't been to one of his events, but I've benefited from everything I've learned. Done deal. I don't have to. He doesn't have to put on the hype. He don't even have to put on his weekly show.
The YouTube University.
He doesn't have to put on his weekly show because the practices are practices. They're not hype. They don't send you to any one thing to go get some, and life is gonna be beautiful. Don't worry, we about to flip this whole script. Elon Musk has the next. Isn't there a church? In there a church? Check. If not, that's coming next.
That may be the next move.
No, not maybe. That's coming next. It's a power move in the game. And y'all heard it here. So remember this. Remember, Miss Ruby said on the day of, what is it? Not 6/29/26. I said it. Elon Musk is going to have a church if he doesn't already. My loves, let me share something with you. This is the setup of the newest Ponzi scheme. It is a fundraising process, and you can see it. He builds it up, drops it low, builds it up. And y'all complained about Trump when it went on, but this is all up front in front of you, but you'll keep running to projects. You know how many people asked me, Ruby, what do you think about SpaceX? I said, it's like the newest fundraiser. Mm-hmm. I said this a month ago.
Yeah, I got the same question. My first thing was, I said, it's the next pump and dump. People look at me like, what do you mean pump and dump?
I wish I wrote it. Oh, God, I wish I could ride that pump and dump.
Everybody's going to space.
Oh, my God. Everybody's going to space. No, everyone is not. Nope. Don't get it twisted. You're not going. Billionaires, they're developing stuff out there, but they still don't have enough money, right? And where do they get the money now? Elon Musk just figured out a foolproof way to hype people into banking on him.
No, but let's go back to the banking. Let's jump into that.
Yes, let's get into the facts.
First of all, he said he threw out some key phrases that are going to grab you because you already know. Mm-hmm. We complain all the time. We don't get anything out of our savings. Our savings ain't doing nothing for us.
All right, but what did he say specifically?
Specifically, he said jump right off the top. He hit you with a big 6%.
Okay.
That's big. That's greater than the average high yield account. Sorry, y'all. And it's far better than what you get. And I don't know if a tenth of a percent is correct. I've heard other numbers, but
I'm so sorry. That's my actual story about how I started this. Yeah, but
go ahead, Ruby.
My brother, I was getting 0.009.
Okay, baby.
He pointed out 0.038. And people are like, yay! And I'm like, what the heck? Are you
were better than most people.
That's of a penny, not a dollar.
That is of a penny. And get this.
Math and baby, we got to get to math.
No, big numbers sound great. But the key word that they had at the bottom of the advertising, variable. Variable. So like he said, point blank, you could get into this account day one, day two, your account could drop to back to 0.25%.
And just like every other variable account you have, you can't say diddly.
It's what it is.
You agreed to it.
You signed on the dotted line.
But you are so loyal, and your account is now locked in, which tells me that he has a connection to the new Fed Now program. You mean the same man that went swooping into all of our Social Security accounts, everything that keeps our finances connected, just opened a bank? Guys, that means he's got your numbers.
He knows your numbers.
And he knows exactly who to target. Oh, you have an X account? You have you who is such and such is now in our, we got an account for you. Don't worry, you got an account. Now, my darling, first of all, that man's actions have not been held to the responsibility of the Information Act, which states that you have every right to sue any institution or organization that actually holds your information on good faith, and they either divulge it or they lose access by even a hack puts you in a position of being able to hold them accountable financially.
Yes, it does.
Because our information, if you've noticed that you've gotten flooded more with advertisements, possibly your information has been leaked, and you didn't lose your wallet, but all of a sudden your account, you got new accounts in your name.
New accounts,
new identities, new phones. Guess what? Yeah, that's what a breach looks like. What Elon Musk did when he formed the Doge organization was breach all of our information. And that's what the big problem was. We're not, I hate to tell you this, but the fact that there are hundreds of thousands of people on this stream right now shows where we're going, shows how effective his program is going to be, because he is depending on us, the people, to only react to the forward numbers, the advertisement, to not read the fine lines. You got that going on already. All they did was an assessment. I can put in ChatGPT right now. Show me a habit of the American people's financial similarity across all genres, generations, as well as cultures.
Don't read.
Banking. They're gonna say people don't. It's gonna say, and it points out people don't read the fine line. The biggest complaint is that I didn't know. That comes from ChatGPT. That's what it's capable of doing. It's capable of actually looking at data and formulating a simple list. You want to know how you know what he's going to do next? Because he uses it. He uses statistics of all of this stuff. Oh, y'all think it's because we put in ChatGPT this, that, and the other. No, my love. ChatGPT has access to all digital systems. That's where it gets its information from.
We just had the conversation with you guys not too long ago, where we got the banking change in 23 October. No one read that. You let it come through the mail, whether it be your email or your snail mail.
Yeah.
Came through. No one objected to it. No one
say the date though, because you was just
October 2023, not 19. 2023.
Like, you so old.
Yeah.
Look, let me tell you.
I'm not old. I'm seasoned.
Okay, we ain't getting to that. Anyway, we want to say grand rising to everybody. And if you really are trying to keep up with where we're going, just know that the headline for this one is Elon Musk is getting into banking, is now into banking, straight through the X app. And there are, in my opinion, there's no pros. I don't take chances with my money. That's why I have some. I'm gonna be honest, I don't throw funds at stuff. Now, don't get me wrong, I test waters. I do test because I'm learning financial literacy. So in order for me to be able to say yay or nay, I can't just go, oh, that doesn't feel. I sit down, analyze the information and the source information. Also, I analyze the business function. Does this make sense? Is the guarantees or is it variable? Are there no guarantees? Now, most things in investing don't have about guarantees, but savings accounts are supposed to. That's your money. Savings accounts are supposed to.
Supposed to.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Savings accounts in your checking account. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You should have some coverage.
No, some. Are you kidding me?
And
The rules are clear, or you don't put your money there. Does that make sense?
Let's be frank with the people, because that's not
being frank.
That's not being frank, because first of all, most people don't even realize what's happening with the FDIC. Their accounts aren't really protected.
Okay, no, you can't get your money back.
It's that we have over 100,000 banks. They're insured. The FDIC is an insurance company. If we get four minor banks that go out at the same time, they don't have 1.5% to cover everybody in those banks.
So you mean it's an insurance company that has too many customers and have too big of promises for covering everyone in case there's a major bank
meltdown? Yeah.
Oh wow. So the meltdown was. Oh wait, and there's proof in 2023 they had to the FDIC had to actually go to the Fed and borrow and get money directly. They surpassed Congress to do it. Yeah, this happened.
It's a business.
It's a business. It's an insurance company, and it has too many customers. Y'all don't seem to realize the American bank is not the FDIC.
No, and the other side of the token is the fact that the same banks that are being insured by the FDIC are the same banks that are underwriting the FDIC. So how does that work? So let me open the door. I'm gonna give you a platform, and then you know what? When in the protection part, I'm gonna put the people who I'm protecting on the bottom of me to hold me up, because they have to pay fees to the FDIC to be insured, just like you pay your fees. But you're underwriting.
They pay insurance. It's insurance. Insurance account.
You're paying the underwriter to underwrite you, so you can underwrite them.
I don't know if anybody realized, but your insurance policy needs a premium, don't it? Yeah. It's so funny.
So this is the reality of it.
Wait. If you insured, I gotta ask a question. If you are insured for $1 million and your premium is $15 or $50 a month, do you think you ever gonna pay that whole account up? How many people have Portia? We do realize that insurance is fractional. It's fractional. So really, it's kind of like, and let me know this right now. Get a damn life insurance policy. Cut the crap and get a life insurance policy. If you need to feel more confident, bring your tail a Sunday night so we can talk about it. I do not sell insurance, but baby, let me explain. I do teach information and I teach resources. You have to secure something. And you know what I learned from my insurer? I was like, okay, we were talking. And he was like, he said something, and I don't think he caught himself because I don't sell insurance, so I don't hear this often. He said, yeah, insurance policy is the best way to create the very first, what do you call it? To get to estate. That's your first estate. It's the only way to create a major estate. Stereo is acting funny. My bad, Mr. Thomas. I saw you. Okay, there we go. But the fact of the matter is, it's true. If you have $1 million policy, you now have $1 million estate. You might pay $200 a month, but for $200 a month, you got $1 million estate. Oh, shoot.
That's accessible to you.
See, the problem is that, matter of fact, I'm gonna be really honest. I love it. If you're young enough, get it done now, because you could be paying $17 a month for $250,000 to $1 million. $250,000. $250,000 to $1 million of accessible funds.
One of the things you gotta know, and this is not insurance advice.
No.
Check the local insurance company, but it's on the books that at 15 days of age, you can get insurance for your children, newborn children.
And you should.
At 15 days.
And you should. We keep forgetting that you want to not only leave a legacy, but you have to make sure you can maintain the legacy. You need to start your children at young age. We are not in an insurance conversation, but I want you to understand where this is all going. We say all this to say that it's time for us to shift. Don't, we're not here to talk about getting into Elon Musk bank. We're talking about, if you are seriously in this conversation, then just like that man said, you're in the conversation of realizing that you don't need Elon Musk's bank to get more than the 0.044% you're getting on your account. You just need to know of different ways to actually access that kind of interest in your finance.
What you need to do is get into your own bank account and see what you got.
Stop telling people go to their bank account. I'm just kidding. Actually, he's telling the very truth. You have to pay. I think some of y'all don't realize we're kind of just chilling. We chilling in the most important place, and that's really ridiculous. We've got to stop laying back and thinking somebody else is going to take care of us, or going the whole opposite way. No, we can do about it anyway. They gonna do. Let me tell you something. They don't do a damn thing you don't allow. You do realize that. That includes taxes. That includes taxes. Ask Elon Musk. Ask your Donald Trump. They don't do a damn thing you don't allow. When are you going to start standing up and finding out what you have been allowing in the lifestyle you don't like? Or allowing in a lifestyle that takes away from your value? Because that's what's really going on. And that's the tragedy. That right there, you could stop today. See,
being stolen.
People always, I get dead ears as soon as I tell y'all, come to class, sit in on the session. We got free sessions on Wednesday. Come in it's in the evening after work for a reason. I put it at 8 o'clock so that no matter what your time zone, you get your ass there. How do I got people coming in from Africa in the middle of the night? But I can't get Americans to sit their ass down. I can, because we got a group. But we need more people coming into the space, figuring out they didn't have the information they thought. How many people I know have, these are some beautiful professionals from all over the place. And they go, Miss Ruby, I learned something there. I didn't know that. We learned something. And when you learn something, you can learn anything else too, because then you can take that information. I give people instructions on how to get more information, how to get to the source of it, so that you're not out here following the headlines.
The headline, honestly, when it gets to the headline, and I'll be very honest. This may be we're not even at the jump of where Elon came in. We're somewhere in the middle, because guess what? Before he came up with the idea, he went and found investors who are willing to back him. You already heard.
This is a structure.
He has a bank subsidiary, Cross River Bank.
Yeah, it's not. So, I love it. It's not even a new idea. This is Cash App all over again, only through X.
Cash App, Bear Road,
all of those.
Pick a bank.
Every one of your digital banks, your banks
that are an app,
all your online banks. Only this is a social. Remember, can we keep in mind that Twitter or X is a social media platform? Hold on a second. It's a social media platform. It is not a business organization. So if you are thinking about following the Elon Musk way, do know you won't end up where he is in life. That is not what he's creating. These people do not create a platform for you to end up where they are or in their friend group.
No.
Just because you got a tweet response from Elon Musk through one of his, his send outs doesn't mean
AI send out.
Doesn't mean a thing about you being in his inner circle. His inner circle are the ones benefiting from all of you, and that is what it will continue to have.
One of the things you got to remember: wealthy people, and Ruby uses a perfect term, inner circle. The average wealthy person or wealthy organization has a 5-person section that they deal with, and this came from Apple CEO
Apple CEO.
Apple CEO. He said he only has 5 people in the circle at any given time. Any wealthy, and it's true, it's proven. I hate to use his name, but Bernie Madoff had the same philosophy. Warren Buffett has the same philosophy.
Why?
Because you can't be distracted by so many people who aren't on the same page with you.
Well,
you need
no,
to limit
no,
your-
no. I can tell you something more even practical.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Robert Kiyosaki said the same thing. But these are the people, your inner circle are people like your accountant, your lawyer, tax person. Yeah. Representative. Now this person, his publicist, because he's a public figure. All right. These people do not soak up time. They make you. He makes good use of them. It's not just people who work for you. They're people who work with you and help make life work on a level that you do not have to do anymore. So while you have to do it, you have to start figuring out ways to automate the process and start to delegate it to the proper venues, people, groups, positions in your life. If you structure your life like a business instead of sitting here acting like the only workhorse in the house, the wheelhouse, you might find that things go much better. But you have to first learn how that works. First thing you got to do is wake up and figure out that you are the workhorse. You're the only source for your life. Then you have to seek out ways. People keep, diversify. Actually, a lot of y'all out here opening up these new businesses are just putting yourself back on. Now you're on a 24-hour clock after coming off of a 16-hour clock. You're on a 24-hour clock in the same position with even more responsibility, because the system has to be created by you instead of someone else. You working someone else's currently already existing. What you have to do is understand that wealthy people figured out the money first. Financial flow, income, how to make money, which works harder, longer, faster, without stop. Make money. They stop beating a rock. You all have money. And everybody wants it. We just showed you a video. Elon Musk wants your money.
Absolutely. X-Wallet.
I've been trying. Elon Musk wants your money. And he's making it simple for you. Hold up. Let me show you something.
You know, why
I'm sorry. I got to get something ready.
Why is she going through all that stuff, making it easy? I want you guys to hear something. Every time, well, if you look at something that is trending and is not something that sounds absolutely correct, if you do not find the use case in it, it's probably not something you should hold on to or go look at. Second of all,
first they gotta know what use case is.
Okay, let's look at it this way. You guys all have let's go with Microsoft 360. I hate you, but you guys have Microsoft 365. You guys all have a use for it. You use the WordPerfect, not WordPerfect.
So you're gonna give away my program right here on the show? Stop it. Basically, you're going too far in.
I'm just like
use cases. If it ain't got a business structure, if it don't come out to a system that pays out and it works, then it is not useful to you. An apple is useful because you can make a pie and you can eat. A plastic apple is not useful because you can't eat it. And no matter how you imagine it, it didn't do anything for you.
Decoration.
Unless you need it for decoration. And that's its use. So know what you're getting, know what it does, and know that you need it, and many others do. And that is how you figure out.
Oh, that's perfect, baby. I just said that's perfect.
I want you to take a little trip back in about a decade with me. I'll put something on for y'all to watch. If you're just on a listening device, listen to this closely. So it's 1 minute. I watched this show. I'm a big sci-fi person, but I also like techno drama. And I ain't gonna lie. If you've ever seen The Circle, I want you to listen to this.
We all pay taxes.
My bad. For some odd reason, it is.
Huh?
Oh, it's okay. I gotta take it down. Yeah. Let's see. Oh no, the reason it is doing that is because this tab is muted. Okay, let's go, Emma. I'm gonna start it from the beginning.
We all pay taxes.
I hope you guys.
Well, 80% of us did that online last year. Why not stop duplicating services? Why not just make it all part of one unified system? You could pay your taxes, vote, pay your parking ticket, all through your Circle account. We'd save users hundreds of hours of inconvenience. We'd save the government billions.
Hundreds of billions.
We could eliminate half of it overnight.
Why wouldn't the government just build a similar service? Why the hell did they need us?
It would cost too much. They don't have the expertise. We already have the infrastructure.
You are absolutely right.
Government needs us more than we need them.
Sound familiar?
And the Circle.
Sound familiar?
Oh, that was a better one, but okay.
Oh, does that sound familiar to anybody? Can you just imagine a world where everything you do, voting, banking, everything goes through some social media platform? I want you to realize you can watch that movie and you get a good visual. The programs like the Circle, even what was it, social media, the movie Social Media. Then it was a few things. The Big Short. These are shows that give you the bones. These are movies that give you the bones of what billionaires are actually building. That came out over a decade ago.
So let me let you know, he didn't create something new. He copied something.
He's copying from plans made clear to all of us. What's next? You'll be voting on his app.
And at the time, he was talking about the Circle app, but that was based around Facebook and the Liracoin and doing all that other stuff.
So now you have X bucks or X dollars,
X wallet, yes.
X wallet, and now you can keep your value there, your cash value there, not just your crypto, right? My gosh. Would you? I don't even do business. I do not buy anything on Facebook. I get a lot of commercials. Y'all ever get a commercial? Y'all get all these advertisements. And what do? You click the button. I don't. Yep. I skip them, take it out of there. But if I'm interested in the product, I go to the direct website off Facebook. The goal of Facebook is to try to get you to have your first store on Facebook. You don't have to put together a website because we got your store.
Marketplace.
Yes, it's the marketplace. You don't need to build a website. Everybody's at Facebook already. Do business there. You know what I don't trust? Payment systems, my credit card information on Facebook, on a social media infrastructure. Why? Because it's social media. You know how many people are mimicking you already? How many people's accounts have been
dubbed?
Then on top of that, how many people's accounts have you been locked out of your Facebook? I want you to imagine that.
You run a marketplace and you can't get on.
Because your account was exhibiting suspicious activity that they don't have to tell you what it is, but they cut off access to your account.
Yes. You know, you got to understand, one of the other thing about this thing, every social media giant is their platforms are free for a reason.
It's control. You are there. You're like a politician sucking up the churches. Why? Because it's free groups. Free groups to believe with a leader that will tell you what to do.
What to believe. You get on this platform and so you trust your social media. You trust that you buy, I got Shein and I got Temu. I don't have those. I tried Temu one time. Interesting. But I got the feeling that it wasn't as honest, and I never use my actual financial information in it because people ask me about it, so I test it. I just don't test it with my trusted financial information. Nope. It is upon you, people, to protect yourself and your finances. No organization will do that. Most of you don't know your rights. It's time to step up. You want to start having the discussion of what's available? That's Wednesday night. We're going to invite you guys out to Wednesday night. Okay. Wednesday nights are free for everyone. It's not just businesses. Okay. P2G is an education platform. The only thing we sell is information in an order that you can use it. These are classes. That's the only thing we sell are real classes. And every class has to not only teach you, but provide something of value to leave with.
Now, what you do with it is on you. I can't make you go try the things that we talk about, but you now have a system to put together when you want to check it out. You got actual moves you can make, not just a conversation about the moves we made and what we did and watch me do this. Because that's the problem. In the end, you didn't learn anything. You just got made aware it's available. Now, going forward, we also have Sunday nights. Sunday nights are a whole different world of everything. That is actually what your rules and regulations of what it is that is what you're under. What the heck are you really supposed to be doing here? What is your opportunity? What is the law? What is lawful? What is not lawful? What is, what are your opportunities? How do you change your status in all of this? And I don't mean your name, your identity. I mean every bit and piece of the parts that you want are willing to work it. Some of y'all be like, look, I'm under these bills. Get from under the bills. Some of y'all are like, I need to fix my credit. Then fix the credit. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all are worried about, am I going to be able to pass the house down to my kids? They coming for me now because the house is in your name. Change that.
Understand me. One of the things that really occurs, most people are under my mom said this to me years ago and I didn't listen.
Take it slow.
Stop trying to put everything in your name because you can't do everything and be everything for everyone.
I can tell you this much.
That is so true. Some people don't even understand the truth behind that.
If you ain't got no neck to ring,
you know what I'm saying? Ring it.
If there ain't nobody's name on this, they can't ring their
Run
neck.
DMC, don't want nobody's name on my behind. Go ahead.
Exactly. I'm letting you know. You are going to have to stop placing yourself as the responsible party for everything and being mad that you're responsible.
And we're not saying you don't have to be responsible.
No, I mean responsible for. I'm not being responsibly acting. I'm talking about responsible for, because that's our biggest problem. You mad because you have so many responsibilities, but who signed you up for all of that? And who did you sign up for all of that? Who did you put on the line for that?
Look in the mirror.
That's a conversation for Sunday. You go to, now y'all want to get in here, you go to P2G Networks and click the flyer. Under the flyer is a link that gives you a free access to Zoom. Now, let me tell you something, because I see a lot of people sign up for stuff they don't actually arrive to. So Zoom has a beautiful feature, and y'all got Gmails, y'all know that. All you have to do is have Zoom share it with your Gmail. Hit yes and put it on your calendar. Now, I can't make you, and I'm going to tell you this now, I can't make you follow your calendar, but I would suggest if you're trying to change your life to become a wealthy person, that you start managing from your calendar, that you begin to realize that your calendar is your life. And if the calendar ain't your life, then what are you doing with time? Ask yourself that. That's where broke comes from. That's where your money at. That's why it's not working. It's not working. You're not working it. Because I see a lot of people sign up, but then when I come into the room, I'm like, well, okay, this is how numbers work. But the room is always there and it's always open, and we are always building. So we'll see you on Sunday, or we'll see you on Wednesday. You got a choice. Come and join us. Now, my question is, if you want to have the best of both worlds, invite somebody. Invite somebody of power that's powerful, can make moves, because I love it. Oh, man. If you can get your family members to come, I'm letting you know right now, bring them. The conversation is not only enlightening, but it makes people want to get out there and find out more themselves. We let you know how to use certain tools to get that next information. And we want you to be on, when you see a YouTube here that has some really good info, get into that person's background. This is not about the Thomases only and P2G. This is about the community of information to change the direction of your life. Absolutely. So if we're going to share that with you, come on now. Pass it on. Don't be cheap. And I want to just say this.
We don't gatekeep.
Let me tell you right now, I can tell you that a lot of people missed a masterclass that was so fun, it was ridiculous. This masterclass is coming back. We got a Saturday, August 11th. Every 2 weeks, we'll be repeating this particular masterclass. Yes, Saturday. You can't see the new information?
Okay, no problem.
Okay, make it show. Saturday, August 11th from 7 to 9. We're going to be doing an evening class. The $49 is a donation. Every 2 weeks until the end of August, we will be doing this masterclass, helping people to turn their phone into an ATM/payment system. I'm letting you know right now, I don't care if it has to do with you cleaning out your household, spring cleaning, you can get paid in crypto. If it's a small business side hustle, you can get paid in crypto. You can actually offer your customers and people that y'all want to start figuring out how to actually build crypto. You don't want to buy it, then you can now build with it.
Yes,
We're also showing you the different platforms that you can use and the type of coins you want to use so that you're not losing value and how to move them. So it helps you build in multiple streams of income. So if a bank go down with your business money or your personal money, you still have an account that's running. Because that's where we are in the world, my loves. We're in the world of banking uncertainty. You just watched the video where banks are like, oh, wait, he can't do that. And because of popularity, you're going to have a lot of people making some foolish decisions mindlessly. And the banks know this. The banks all know this. So you should be looking for some major changes coming out real soon.
Look, I'm going to tell you, like I tell most people, but the banks normally don't call the average consumer in their bank. They are now making phone calls to see if they can get you some more high yield accounts because they're trying to get you to keep your money sticky or stuck in their bank.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I like how he said that. He said, your money, you think in the bank, your money's sticky, and it shouldn't be able to be moved. And that's what I want. But even I'm gonna tell you, that was a nice thing for him to say, because even in the bank is sticky because it don't belong to you. Y'all know that. So first of all, I don't custody my money in average banks. Now I'm not going to custody or have any direct access to my finances. I'm good.
And I'm
this
sorry.
is a pass for me, but y'all keep doing your homework. Like I said, it's not about believing us. It's about learning the facts for yourself. Mr. Thomas?
I don't see how an app that you have access to, and you don't realize that there's a second party holding it, and if the bank goes down, if the app goes down, you're in a window where you may not see your money, but you don't
until
know.
they fix it. They fix it.
And it ain't like you can go to the ATM and say, okay, I need money today.
Exactly.
The app is there.
There are no banks
that you have access to, and you're not protected.
There's no portals to go to. You can't and withdraw. You can't go to anywhere to withdraw money. And that's the thing.
The protection is with the secondary. And unless you can get to the secondary, and they're going to tell you, well, we have you as a fiduciary instrument under whatever app that you got, and you have to go through the app to get your funds out.
Oh, so many things. All right. And it's not, I'm telling you, no, I'm laughing because this is how it goes down. We are duped through headlines. We are duped through his popularity. Guys, you do realize that we've been here before, recently, as a people. Now, my question is, are you going to keep falling for the okie doke? That's that same round up here and that uppercut there. My question is when you tired of getting uppercutted? Stop watching the roundup and pay attention.
Tired of getting hit?
It's time. You don't have enough left to get hit with. It's time to move forward and stabilize. And what we invite people to do every week is to join us in this process. We teach on Saturdays. We teach on Sundays, my bad. Classes on Sunday, okay? And go to the website because the flyer is up there and you're going to see what we're doing. Actual moves being made with interest rates that will blow the heck out of your mind because we have diversified platforms. Everything's not stuck in one format. One of the things, y'all ever notice that when you come to P2G, you hear about gold, you hear about crypto, land, you hear about the news, you hear about the banks, you hear about everything. Whenever you come here, you're hearing about diversification, about how not to get stuck in anyone else's matrix and create one of your own that works for you. You hear about adding security, the kind that the very wealthy have. The people that don't have to worry if one thing goes down, I'm done.
Chop, chop.
Yeah. That's the kind of stuff that we teach and we grow with each other because we have a network. We are more than ourselves. And we have you to come and join us. Come sit in, have a good conversation, see if you even like us. Get to know us. For those who live in the New York area, I'm so looking forward to meeting up with you. If you're in the New York area, P2G is actually looking to do a live day, an unbox day. We're going to be doing I don't use this word, but a cookout. We use a cookout. And it's going to be basically a giant barbecue. We'll be at the park, a couple of parks in the city. We're trying to choose from a couple of parks in the city. I'm actually trying to choose away from the city. And no, it's not the 4th of July weekend. It will be in July, but it will not be the 4th of July weekend. I've had people ask me about that, and we don't travel this city in the 4th of July. That's crazy. Anyway, no, I just can't get anywhere. I live in a city. All right. But with that being said, we invite everyone. If you're going to be in the New York area and you would like to come, reach out through the website. We accept information from people. That's where I get my communications. I keep telling y'all, text me there. You just like calling my phone. No biggie.
Shout out to Black Casper.
We got some folks in the house.
My sister Hill Minor is in the building.
H Minor in the house. We have some folks up in here. Our big brother Chris. How you doing, baby? We love from look. I got love from everywhere. I already see Miss Faye. You out there in California? She all up in the early morning, y'all. She in the early yawning, making it happen. All right. I'm loving it. She's like, no. I got to get up. Breakfast in the Thomases. Y'all know it's 3 hours early out there, right? We at 8. She's up at 5.
Yes.
Well, actually, she does this because she's already up at 5. That's what I'm talking about. We got a couple of people. We got Miss Kia in the house. I love you, sis. Happy birthday weekend. I hope you had the best time. And for all of our Cancers out there, let's rock it out. Let's rock it out. Look, I'm an Aquarius. Okay, I'm an Aquarius, and we love all our folks. We love all our folks. We wide love. That's what's up. Oh, we got some power in the house. I'm loving it. Brother, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but I am learning other languages. I will learn that name. How you doing, baby? We have, Mr. Jacques. Hello, Mr. Jacques. Mr. Jacques is in the house. That's what's up. We got D. Karma in the house with his sexy tail, acting all cute. I love it. And my big brother, Black Casper. My brothers who are out there on them roads making sure that we get the supplies into our neighborhood. And sisters, I want to say that because I just found out one of my babies is amongst them. Those who are out there driving the miles, we want you to be safe. Know that you are in our prayers and that we thank you. We thank you for your time and your sacrifice to make sure that our communities are getting the support and supplies we need. They are the supply chain for us, y'all. Remember that. That's what's up. And on that note, we look forward to y'all coming back in here on Wednesday morning. Don't forget, we got a guest. You know what we do. Mr. Thomas, give it up.
Yeah, we got Miss Tracy. She is a well-spoken young one, well-spoken businesswoman. She's putting her first brand out of a fragrance. It's called New York City Creation.
Hold on. We gonna have the fragrances up in the house. Did I get my sample? I gotta get a sample, baby.
We're gonna be in the space. Get to meet her. Come support her brand. We're gonna love it. Creation NYC, and she'll be there. She's well-spoken, long-time friend.
All right. Well, this is the thing. I want to make sure everybody knows that on Wednesdays we do interviews with people who are from everywhere, from creators, educators, builders, law enforcement. It doesn't matter what you do. We have to share who we are with our community in order to grow. You want this strong community and a financial wealth and all of that, you're gonna have to participate and you're gonna have to tell people what you do. So do it on Breakfast with the Thomases on our Work It Out Wednesday. We will see you at 8 on Work It Out Wednesday.
Ooh. Ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da. See ya. Wake up and rise up in your eyes. It's It's breakfast with the Thomases, the ultimate prize. Mental Wellness Monday, work it out Wednesday, pay it forward Friday, we're seizing the day. Digital finance, unlearning a love, serving food for what goes to, rising as the beat and it Eastern on P2G TV.